Hey, first graders, we are going to do a paragraph today, but we're going to do it together. It's been a while since we've done one together, and I want to make sure that you're really ready because tomorrow you're going to do one more test. And so we want to make sure that we have all the skills that we need to write a really good paragraph with facts. Are you ready for us to work together? Have your journal out. I'm going to do it, I'm not on my journal, I'm going to do it here. Think you'll be able to see it even better if I do it here. But if your journal is ready, then you can start with me. We are going to be using a Scholastic News, and if you have a paper copy of this with you, that would be awesome. But if not, you can follow along here, and remember, you can always access Scholastic News on your Chromebook as well, okay? So we are going to write facts about this man right here. His name is Christian Robinson. So if that's my topic, how would I put that into my introduction for my paragraph? What is our first sentence? I know some facts about Christian Robinson. Now remember, when we write a name, we have to start it with a capital. And since we have his first name, Christian, and his last name, Robinson, we needed a capital for each of those. What do I do to show that I'm at the end of the sentence? A period, that is right. We always need to add our period at the end. This helps the reader know that we are moving on to a new thought. Okay, what is our helping word to start us with sharing facts? We write the word first. That's right. First, comma. And now let's look at our Scholastic News and find out some facts. So this one is titled Meet Christian Robinson. He is an illustrator. He made the pictures for this book, Last Stop on Market Street. How does he do it? He is also an author. He writes the words in books too. Ah, so did we learn a pretty good fact about Christian Robinson? Yes, he is an author and an illustrator. Let's put that as our first fact. I know some facts about Christian Robinson. First, he is an author and an illustrator. Is that the end of my thought? Yes, so I'm going to put a period. Did you see I used a joining word? I said he is an author and an illustrator. I could have put two sentences. First, he is an author and he is an illustrator. Okay, we could have done two, but we joined the thoughts together because they go well together. Okay, let's get ready to write our next detail. How will we start this sentence? Always with a capital, but what words will we use? Another fact is, and we need to find something to say. Pause the video if you need time to get all these words down. Make sure you're getting those capitals at the beginning, those periods at the end, good spaces, good handwriting, everything we need to make a 5-star sentence. Writing is a form of communication. We want to make sure we're able to get our ideas to the people who need them. Right now, you're trying to get your ideas to your teacher. Okay? Let's continue to read and find some more facts. At the top, it says Christian tells stories. He tells stories with pictures. The stories get printed in books. As you read, think of 4 things Christian does when he's making a story. We're in the teal section, turquoise section. Ready? First, he gets an idea. Christian sits and thinks. He drinks tea. He pets his dog. This makes him feel calm. Christian thinks about the story he wants to tell. He uses his imagination. Okay, what did we learn about Christian? Not just about how he writes his stories and comes up with ideas, but things about him. We learned something he likes to drink. What did he like to drink? Tea, that's right. And we learned he has a pet. What's his pet? A dog. Okay, and we learned that these 2 things, tea and a dog, help him feel how? Calm. And when he feels calm, he's able to get ideas. What would be a good detail to share? Let's keep reading and see if we find more that we like. The orange section says, next he goes to his studio. That is where he works. He doesn't have to go far. It is in the garage behind his house. Oh, I think that's an interesting fact, that he has his studio in a garage behind his house. Christian makes pictures in his studio. He uses many kinds of art supplies. Can you name some of them? Look up here. We have paper, tape, brushes, paint, water, a ruler. I think I want to remember that he has his studio in a garage behind his house. Let's put that one down. Another fact is he works in his studio in the garage. And go back and make sure that made sense. Another fact is he works in his studio in the garage. That works. I also made sure I started with a capital, ended with a period. I have spaces between my words, and it's very legible, meaning it can easily be read. Pause if you need more time to write down those words. How will we start our final fact? Also is our helping word here, and then we put a comma. What is this other fact that we want to share? Let's read the yellow and blue section and see what stands out to us. Ready? Yellow. Then he draws his ideas. He draws tiny sketches on little pieces of paper. he uses a pen. If he doesn't like a sketch, he crumples the paper up. He throws it out. He starts again. It's okay to make mistakes, says Christian. Last, he adds color. He makes bigger pictures. He adds color to them. He uses paint and shapes he cut from paper. This is his final draft. That's what the pictures will look like in the book. I like that he uses paint and paper to make his pictures. Up here, we have scissors, paint, and cut up paper. That's really interesting. He doesn't just draw the pictures. He's using different tools. I think we should write that down. Also, he uses paint and cut paper to make his pictures. And with a period, that's right. Go ahead and pause it if you need to. When we're done sharing our facts, how do we let the reader know that we're at the end of our writing? We need a closing sentence. So let's put our closing sentence. How do we do that when we've been sharing information? We start with those are what? Some facts about Christian Robinson. And how do we finally end it? Always a period, every sentence. Let's go back and make sure we wrote that correctly. Those are some facts about Christian Robinson. It makes sense. We have the capital, we have the period, we capitalized his name, we put spaces between our words. I feel good about that. Let's read the whole thing and make sure we have everything we need. Ready? Begin. I know some facts about Christian Robinson. First, he is an author and an illustrator. Another fact is he works in his studio in the garage. Also, he uses paint and cut paper to make his pictures. Those are some facts about Christian Robinson. I feel like we wrote a really good paragraph. Do you feel good about that? Remember to always be using your best handwriting, okay, when you are working on sharing your thoughts. We are trying to communicate here. We want to make sure people can understand what it is that we're communicating, what it is we want to say. And if we use sloppy handwriting, that's going to be hard for people to do. Also remember, it's okay if the words aren't all spelled correctly, but you really need to make sure you are listening for all the sounds. So pay close attention to what you're doing, sound out the words, use all the pieces that you can hear, and make sure each part you hear has a sound on the paper as well. This also helps with your communication because then people can put it together even if you spelled it a little bit different. So I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Christian Robinson. Notice we did not finish everything There's some fun facts about him here at the bottom as well that you could look at. And of course, there's also the activity on the back of your Scholastic Canoes that you can do on your own as well. So enjoy learning more and doing more with Christian Robinson. And I'm looking forward to seeing how your writing is going. Happy learning!